Surge here on Split because he works well against tanks like Carl, right? He's able to get that invincibility and jump up and get the knockback and upgrade himself. And yep, we do see that Surge coming out, but is there a tank to counter from IX? No tanks, in fact. This is a very strange comp that we see coming out from IX this time. They're running the Poco, second on the Gale, and CryingMan looking for the control with Colonel Ruffs on the left lane. Tyrant with the teleport forward to snag that control in the left lane. Chepo in second, though, hunting down Zulon and getting a crucial kill. Tribe Gaming, they have a powered up Corey on the left side, but Chepo's going to be looking for that kill. 2 power-ups already on Corey and Tyrant. Good start for Tribe, but IX will be taking the lead as far as percentage.
Yeah, Tyrant finally able to get his super there and level up on the Surge. He didn't have that for a while. Like he did pick up that first kill onto CryingMan, but was not really able to find any other shots, but was able to get the connection. He uses the final teleport going in, so Tyrant has no more teleports. He's all out.
Yep, and this is a huge disadvantage as well. Surge relies so much on that teleport for his pressure and his control. It's going to be tough as well for Surge to be able to push into the sandbags that Colonel Ruffs is able to provide. Here we see CryingMan throwing down the sandbags, Zulon throwing down the sandbags just as well. CryingMan getting 2v1'd over here. No contest practically. IX, though, still with the lead. Tribe, they're trying to keep control of the left lane most importantly, but Zulon still over here on the left lane, posing an issue for anyone who dares approach over this corner. But the thing is, no one's going to be going over the corner. They're going to be jumping over. Sekib, though, taking a bit of a different approach, shoving his enemies off of that left hot zone. IX Gaming, of course, they still have the entire capture on the right hot zone, so they just need to get the left. Corey and Tyrant being shoved off. Tyrant's at risk of going down. CryingMan looking for the kill. Tyrant just won't go down. IX Gaming is 7% away, and Tribe Gaming is rapidly approaching their 93% mark.
Yes, second. Oh my gosh, 1 HP on the zone. Was able to pick up 3%. That is huge. Chepo going to be going in now. CryingMan trying to push forward. They're able to get the kill onto Chepo. 2% is second. Going to be able to get the percentage he needs. He gets a pushback, and Tyrant comes around the corner. 1% remaining. Can they keep IX off the zone? It doesn't look like it. Wow, Tribe almost came back from that, but they fall by 5% in game 1. So close. And by the time IX was done with their first zone, Tribe was still pushing both zones at the same time.
Yeah, and we'll see what kind of approach they use this time. Actually, Tribe using the exact same comp. Using a similar comp. They're running the Tick this time instead of the Gale with the jump pad. It just seems like it wasn't providing enough pressure, and I gotta agree, right? Second, of course, great player, and putting him on the Gale, right, when Gale wasn't really able to perform, a bit of a disadvantage. We'll see how it works out for IX this time. So far, though, Tribe is getting this early game advantage.
Yeah, Tribe making sure that they don't make the same mistake that they did last time. They want to make sure that they're getting that control early on so that they don't fall behind in percentage. Because that last game was so close. All it took was just a few different plays, different communication things that could be fixed, and it looks like Tribe is trying to capitalize on that in the second game, but IX is just not letting it happen.
Yep, IX Gaming actually keeping control here. Tribe with the teleport forward. We see Tyrant getting shut down by CryingMan. Corey getting aggressive with the last hurrah, but is soon taken down by Second. Second now trying to get the control around this obstacle versus Zulon. Here comes the power-up for Corey. Corey now gonna zone out IX Gaming, but it's not gonna last long. CryingMan is close to going down. Tyrant with the teleport forward. He's such low, low on health. Corey just trying to stay alive. The Second also getting in here. It's absolute pandemonium on the left point, but IX Gaming, they just don't stop pushing in. Abilities flying left, right, and center. Tribe Gaming gonna actually hold their own on this left lane. IX Gaming looking to just defend the right and force Tribe Gaming out of the right side of the map.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be the game here. Crying doing a fantastic job. There's the team wipe, and that's going to be the game for IX. I got to say, on that left-hand side, Zulon had it and Chepo had it. The ricocheted shots from Colonel Ruffs to get important takedowns was so crucial.
Yep, well, we're going to be getting into our first game of set number 2. Here we go. Corey on the Ruffs this time, as Zulon on the Gene. Tribe, of course, giving themselves, I guess, the privilege of not banning Gene this time. Zulon's going to be playing that Gene Tyrant on the max. It is a Gene in max world in IX. They're an 8-bit comp in a Gene max world. They have the Sprout coming out as well. Second, of course, looking for the control. He's not able to hit any targets so far. Of course, Tyrant is so fast, and he's using that Serpentine maneuver to gain a little bit of ground wherever he needs it. IX Gaming looking to be pretty good as they do have the gym advantage, but not for long. Here comes the first power-up onto Zulon from Corey, and Corey trying to push up on the left side, but he does lose this lane versus second and Chepo. IX Gaming actually gaining ground here versus a comp that supposedly, at least on paper, would be completely dominating. Tribe Gaming, they're forced it back in the right corner here, and CryingMan's looking to get behind and get some flanks for control.
That was an absolutely fantastic wall from second. Oh, beautiful pull from Zulon there. But what second did was he walled up, and then CryingMan pushed up on the right-hand side with the Rico and just started getting those ricocheted shots in off the wall. And they spawn trapped Tribe for a few seconds, and they were able to get an extra 3 gems off the mid there. So Chepo looking pretty rich with those gems right now, but so is Zulon. Very close matches. We're 6-5 right now.
Yeah, I think Chepo has a little bit of room to push up on this gym, but here comes Zulon, of course. Wow, actually great bait on the pull as Chepo baits out the pull from Zulon. Tyrant now able to defend here, but he's on such low health. Chepo, he's ready to grab the 6th gem finally, and the 7th. Wait, he's leaving it. I guess he really wanted the plugged in star power. He was low on juice and needed to get plugged in ASAP. Chepo now able to retreat here with the 8 gems, and IX keeping control of mid, though the gem counts are equal. Corey might be grabbing this next gem. He's actually going to allow Tyrant or Zulon to get this one. Zulon actually trying to bait out some attacks from IX. He's on such low health. Chepo is actually looking to pick up 2 gems as they spawn here at mid. The 9th gem is ready. Zulon's going to be ready for wherever this next gem spawns. Here comes Chepo though. No, Zulon's on too low of health. CryingMan was doing a great job of keeping Zulon off of Chepo. Great wall there from second to get even more control for IX, and the countdown goes to IX.
Yeah, and like we were saying, what we noticed there was Tribe had the countdown ready, but IX did not push forward because it was that 10-8. IX knew they had plenty of time to just sit, take that mid control, and tie things up at 10-10, and that's exactly what Chepo had did.
Good for IX Gaming. Tribe, they got to make a change now, otherwise they do run the risk of getting steamrolled here.
Yeah, and here we go. Tribe busting out the same comp that IX ran in game 1, and IX switching it up a little bit this time. We're going to have Max coming out instead of that Sprout.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Corey is picking up the Sprout this time, and Tyrant as well over here, trying to get that pinch with CryingMan. Tyrant is having to back up. CryingMan in such an aggressive position, does eventually get taken down. IX, though, ready to throw down this turret to get the control with 8-bit. It's going to be the beginning of this sort of bunker that IX is looking to construct. Zulon on the Rico. Of course, is such a powerful combination there, and he's showing why getting so much damage on CryingMan with a super odd angle almost does get the kill, but does fulfill his role of getting control. Almost takes down Chepo as well. Zulon just going crazy. He's a machine, and IX Gaming being forced all the way back as Tribe picks up the 7th gem.
Yeah, Tribe has complete mid control right now, and this is, I mean, this is the comp that IX ran in game 1, and Tribe is just making it work right now. Corey, like you said, absolutely cracked on the Sprout, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do, keeping everybody on IX back. Zulon getting those ricocheted shots in there, and there it is. The countdown has begun. Tyrant falling back, and even though both members of Tribe fall, Corey and Zulon, Tyrant's the only one that matters right now because he has the 10 gems.
Yep, Tyrant just trying to stay alive. CryingMan looking for the kill, but it's not going to happen. Or is it? No, it came so close. Just one more hit on Tyrant would have been enough to take him down. Tribe Gaming actually tying this up in set number 2. Sort of comp they're going to bring out this time. They're taking their time, but as I say, can't blame them. Here we're going to be getting into our next game, and we do see the comp coming out from Tribe Gaming. IX Gaming, though, bringing out something completely different. Second on the Piper. Chepo on the Ruffs, and CryingMan on the Surge. CryingMan's going to be looking for this kill on... No, actually, never mind. He's not going to be able to get it. He did get pinched pretty hard, but the whole purpose of Surge is going to be to take down Zulon. And, of course, Chepo here on the Colonel Ruffs is going to be looking to power up Second, trying to give a bit of a harder time to Tyrant, but Second is going to have some trouble with Corey if he gets that super up pretty soon. We'll see what Second's bringing to the table here.
Yeah, on the right-hand side, there's just a little skirmish there between Zulon and Crying, and it was Zulon coming out on top with 200 HP, and Tyrant able to pick up the kill onto Second, and it's a team wipe for Tribe. They're looking so good right now. Corey pressuring the left-hand side, Zulon pressuring the right-hand side, and Tyrant was just able to destroy Second any time that he got close, and this is going to be a countdown starting up for Tribe already.
He's dodging this out. He's doing as much as he can to take out Corey. Does get the kill on Corey. Tyrant in a precarious situation, but he's all the way backed up with this turret defending him. Amazing defense there from Tribe Gaming as they're able to bring back the momentum onto their side, taking a set number 2. Fun to see it work so well. Just every single pull that happens on Daryl, he's able to roll out. It's beautiful. We'll see though. Tribe Gaming bringing out the Carl, of course. Second rushing up, but it's just no contest for Zulon's flying hook. Corey already setting up at mid, looking to get the control with those seed bombs, and Tyrant, of course, with the Barley with the double thrower comp, but it's not going to work. Great knockback there to knock Barley into CryingMan, and that is going to be the first siege bot going to Tribe, but it was a good offense from IX Gaming towards the end of that push.
Yeah, they were able to come away with 3 bolts in that first round, and I mean, hey, we both called it. Barley, Daryl, we were both on point with the pick calls.
Yep, this bot coming in is going to be destroyed, but not before it can get 2% on that safe. Tyrant now looking for the control once again. Of course, one bot means free mid control for your team. We'll see what IX does to push in this time. They don't have much time. We already see Chepo fall. CryingMan trying to make the assault. Zulon takes him out. And Second now desperately hanging on to that one gem. It's going to be enough to equalize the gem, or rather the bolt count, but not for long. Our second siege is going to be going to Tribe Gaming, though IX is looking to pick up the scraps after this second siege, and they'll be setting themselves up for the final siege. Question is, how well will they be able to defend this bot? Will they be able to get enough damage on the final siege? Will they be able to get the final siege? Second is completely leaving this bot alone. He would rather go for Tyrant and Corey. Chepo doing much of the same, trying to go for Corey and Tyrant, but he's not going to be able to get the kill. CryingMan, though, finishing off that bot, and IX Gaming is going to be heading back up to mid.
Yeah, Corey had just barely missed a super on the right-hand side onto Second, and then throws a super here to actually prevent anybody from getting that mid bolt, and Second just trying to push up the right-hand side. Crying going to be going in onto Zulon instead of Corey, and Zulon able to pick up the kill from the grave, and this bolt, the siege is going to be going over to IX, and Second has already gotten more damage onto Tribe's Ike alone than 2 of Tribe's siege bots.
This is incredible. I guess it just goes to show the strength of Barley plus Daryl, and of course BB. We didn't see Daryl actually being used for the Gene counter because obviously no Gene coming out from Tribe Gaming, but it was so good for getting the defense, CryingMan.
They got 3 bolts in the second round, and all they needed to do was just get those bolts, and they knew they had the game because BB had already done enough damage.
And we'll see what IX brings out this time. They had the double throwers and CryingMan on that Lou, but Tribe with a nice prediction, bringing out Zulon on the Gene. Actually, great call from IX, already trying to put Zulon out of commission as soon as they possibly can, just because they know he's the greatest counter. Chepo with a great kill, and he's going to finish off. Zulon is going to get this level 3 siege bot for IX Gaming to start things off. Great start for IX with the Lu and the double throwers. They tried to blow out the double throwers last time, but they did get countered quite hard. So we'll see what kind of damage IX is able to do on this safe. We do see CryingMan launching some freezing shots onto that safe, and just so much damage. Second, throwing down the hedge as well. Corey having to lay low back here. Does throw down the super for a little bit of control. Tyrant going to help Zulon get in here and get a pull, but he's on 920 health. He's not going to find a target either. What a disaster there from Tribe. IX is going to keep control of mid.
IX has done such a phenomenal job keeping control of mid, and what really set the tempo for them was they had both Chepo and Second on the Barley and Sprout, just completely shutting down Zulon before he could even get to the mid. They just hard focused Zulon. It kept him back. He wasn't able to get any shots to be able to get that super built up. And look at that. The bot is just tanking on the left while the IX pushes on the right, and they are going to go up 2-1 in the finals, as he was in pretty much every heist map. But he's still like somewhat effective on here. So we'll see what's going to come out here. But we have B, Colette, and Byron coming out, and then all long-range brawlers coming out for IX.
Yeah, so just from like I guess a strategy standpoint, IX is trying to counter the Colette pick from Tribe. Tribe, they are a little bit predictable when it comes to Kaboom Canyon. They're always going to run the Colette and Byron. IX, they knew this was coming, and they know that, well, the main counter to Colette is, guess what? Anything that outranges her. And she does have fairly long range, but there are enough brawlers that outrange her to give you an okay selection as to what you're gonna play. Chepo over here on the B, second on the Piper, and of course CryingMan on the Nanny are gonna look to get this control, but they're not getting mid control just yet. Wow, just a colossal wall break from second to open up mid, but they're not gonna get that wall break on the wall that Tyrant is hiding behind. Looks like Tribe will be getting this control early into the game. IX really trying to fight their way out of this one, but they're fighting against an unknown enemy, one that is hiding in bushes. They gotta get rid of Tyrant before he's healed up too much by Corey, otherwise they do run the risk of just being captured for the entire game.
Yeah, and I mean, the shots that Corey just got onto the safe could be the game. Tyrant's gonna be pushing in as well, but that leaves second on the left-hand side to get a good amount of damage onto that safe. But again, Tribe just dishing out a ton. The 13% super coming out from Colette on the left-hand side, and Corey's going to be healing himself back up, try to get some shots to heal up Tyrant so he can just continue to apply pressure and get the damage. And Tribe doing a fantastic job applying that pressure and not giving IX an opportunity to push forward. CryingMan going to use the gadget there to teleport forward, but he's going to get caught out between Corey and Tyrant, not able to capitalize on that, and IX falling behind as we head into the final 30 seconds.
Yep, IX have got to be able to push forward. Second gets taken down by Corey. Chepo now looking to get the slow on Corey, but he's not able to get the kill. He's focused down by everyone on Tribe. Some amazing dodges, but it's not going to save him from Corey. IX Gaming, they got to push in here, but they just can't stop. Tyrant and Corey, these bushes have been here since, well, a minute and 30 seconds ago, and they just have not been able to get the enemy out of the bushes. Second with a desperate, aggressive play, but IX Gaming, their heist save, hang on by just a thread, is less than Tribe's. IX Gaming, they are on the verge of this one going to set number 5 in Brawl Ball. Yeah, we'll have to see, though, what sort of approach is IX coming out with this time. Their last one, it didn't work so gracefully. Tribe, though, they're changing things up majorly. It is the triple long-range brawlers, and they already have that rocket fuel coming out. And, wow, actually, full frontage, gotta hand it to you. We got Chepo bringing out the Mr. P this time. Second, though, looking for the mid-fight versus Corey. Corey has that opportunity to push up just a little bit more since that wall is out of the way. IX Gaming, they do have the benefit of having a wall here, but Zulon does get that rocket fuel, the massive radius of rocket fuel, and he's looking to take out Chepo as well. Loads of damage raining in on IX's safe as they're really struggling to push out of their own spawn.
Wow, that was an incredible shot from Zulon. The fact that he was able to hit it around the wall and get second was incredible. Allowed Tribe to get some good damage onto the right-hand side. Corey hitting some nice shots, taking down Chepo, and they get a couple extra shots in onto the safe. That 22% damage lead is going to be crucial heading into the last minute 30.
Yep, just a little bit of time left on the clock, or at least it would seem so for IX, as they just can't seem to advance past mid. It's not a mirror comp. Chepo is so outranged by Zulon and Corey. This deadly combo on the right lane could pretty much one-tap anyone if they fire at the same time. It's a deadly combination. We'll have to see what is IX going to do to counter it. It doesn't look like they can really do much since Chepo is not even getting the opportunity to get his first super out. Once he gets that super out, it'll be a little bit easier for him to face off against Corey. And here comes the first super from Chepo. Do we see IX take it back here? Nope. Perhaps a little bit over aggressive on the positioning of that super from Chepo, as Incendiary is all it takes to get rid of it, at least by the hands of Zilon. IX still in the same position they were a minute ago, as they just can't seem to push past mid. They're getting out comped here, most notably by Zilon on the Brock. Chepo really trying to get some shots on Zilon, but he just can't seem to touch him. A great pinch there between Tyrant and Zilon, and the damage rains in on IX to save once again. It seems like there's no coming back.
Zulon has just been hitting his shots like crazy. He's able to pressure IX so much with that Incendiary, and man, the pressure that Tribe has been able to put on, they get a ton of damage onto the safe. They keep everybody on IX back. A perfect game coming out for Tribe as we send this to the final set of Brawl Ball.
Just a different game mode, I believe. Brawl Ball, though, so high intensity. Can't wait to see what our teams are bringing out this time. Tribe Gaming, they are all on confident brawlers here. Corey on the Sprout, wow. Zilon on the Piper, Tyrant on the B. Though I will say, as usual, I'm suspicious of Corey on the Sprout. He's a good Sprout, but I don't know about Sprout on this map. CryingMan on the Colette versus Tyrant on the B is going to be a tough interaction as well, since he's so outrange. We'll have to see how it turns out, but Tribe Gaming does seem to have the leg up off the beginning of the match.
Yeah, and we noticed that Chepo is pretty much staying on top of second on that max, and he has the heal, so that's what he's going to be going for, is making sure that second is able to go in, dish out the damage, and then Chepo's just there healing him up. You can see right here, second pushing forward. Chepo comes out from behind the walls, gets the heals when he needs to, and then goes back undercover because it's all long-range brawlers coming up from the side of Tribe. So IX trying to make this work, and it pretty much relies on second carrying right now because he's the one that's going aggressive. He's the one that's trying to get everyone on Tribe down, and then you just have CryingMan in there for poke.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Corey over here is going to be holding back all the members of IX. Second trying to just get a little bit of damage on Corey. He does manage to get some damage, but gets smacked back by that hedge that spontaneously grows out of nowhere. Zilon looking to get some long-range damage as well. Corey forced to circle around to the right side. Second finally going to get his moment of salvation. He needs to get Corey here. Second looking for this. Here comes a massive flank. Second going to take out Corey. Zilon also at risk. This could be IX taking the first goal of the game. Tyrant, unbelievable. He breaks the walls by accident. What a disaster. And IX will take the advantage here in the last 30 seconds of the game.
Oh, Tyrant. I think he was so nervous about having them sneak that ball in. Oh, second able to get the shot. Oh, Corey.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Well, we'll see.
Wow.
Tribe, they got to get this defense here. Their brawlers are suboptimal for defense. They're probably relying on being on the mid fight most of the time, but they are doing a phenomenal job. They take down second, and they got 10 seconds left to get to the enemy side of the field. Otherwise, they are toast, and IX will be heading to the match point.
6. I don't think it'll happen. Corey trying to get the super pass. They have the opening, but nobody was there. They all had super. Oh my goodness. If somebody was in the middle, both Zulon and Tyrant pushed forward. They all had supers. If one of them was back at the ball, there was only one player from IX. They actually might have been able to score in those final seconds.
It would have been amazing to see, but unfortunately, it just wasn't happening. It was too much of a long shot. Let's hope it's not too much of a long shot for Tribe to take this one back, though. The comp they're bringing out this time, they got Zilon on the Gene, Corey bringing out the Poco action, and Tyrant on the Max. IX Gaming, though, turning the tides a little bit. Now they got second on the Sprout, CryingMan on B, and Chepo on 8-bit.
Yeah. So IX switching it up, Tribe switching it up. We'll see what's going to happen here. Nobody giving up that mid control just yet. We'll have to see how good of a job second can do on this Sprout. I mean, we saw second with Sprout on gem grab. He played phenomenal. Oh, beautiful pull from Zulon there to pull in Chepo. And now the aggression is on. We'll see if Tribe is going to be able to capitalize on this push. But second and CryingMan, great defense.
Yeah, great defense actually from IX. This seems to be what they're mostly relying on, though. I mean, especially with the Sprout pick here, they're going to be able to throw up these walls whenever they need them. Chepo now finally finding his footing to push forward. Tyrant trying to go for the flank. Chepo with some good dodges, but as good of dodges as 8-Bit can get. A good pull there from Zulon to break open the walls and get rid of that pesky turret. One more turret remains, though, and it's CryingMan's honeypot. IX, they are circling around this as it's really their last leg of defense before they have to fall back right in front of their goal. Zulon is also going to be looking for the pull. He seems to be very close since he's going for the chip shots. Actually, Tribe gonna fall back just a little bit. Here comes the speed on Zulon to hopefully enable him and get that super, but he's not ready just yet. The combo that we need to see is Zulon and Tyrant with the super, Corey with the super as well. He has it, he's neglecting to use it, and Second is going for the kill. Corey is forced to use it. Zulon has the kill, or rather the pull ready, but Tyrant doesn't have that super ready to go.
Yeah, Zulon just took a huge shot from CryingMan on the right-hand side, trying to heal back up. The super going to be popped from Tyrant here. We'll see if Zulon's going to end up pulling in the turret or if he's going to go for a Brawler instead. 265 remaining, and Zulon just trying to heal back up on health. Corey gets taken down on the left-hand side, and this is looking like a great defense from IX.
It could be a great offense from IX. Chepo now running backwards, actually going for the defense. They're still tied 0-0. Tribe Gaming actually preparing themselves for their own defense, and IX Gaming just creating this bunker back here. They gotta protect the turret. It's Chepo's little fountain of youth over here, and he does seem to be having to leave the nest. Tribe Gaming drawing IX out to hopefully get a pull. Here comes the speed, but they do lose Corey. CryingMan goes for the slow. It does hit Tyrant, and the stun as well from Zulon. Chepo has the ball. Second has more health. Corey's not able to take him down. The wiggle walk, and IX Gaming takes set number 5. 2-0. IX Gaming will be winning Brawl Masters in a spring 2021, and an amazing Shelly, and that is going to be the game going to IX. Wow. Congratulations to IX.